Hello! In this video, I'm going to show you how to convert a PDF file into a AutoCAD vector file that you can then bring into AutoCAD or Revit to begin your modeling. Why would you want to do that? Oftentimes, homeowners and developers and commercial clients have record plans of their buildings, either from a previous architect, an architect that had deceased or retired, or somebody that just has moved on from their project. We oftentimes don't have a capability of, using those PDFs unless, accurately, because you will have to trace on top of that, and it's just not accurate. Accuracy is one of the most important things an architect can ever have. So that said, we need to learn how to do that, and we're going to use two softwares. Number one, we're going to use Adobe Illustrator. I have a separate video where I show how to use Rhino to turn a PDF file that's vector-based into an AutoCAD file. In this one, I'm going to use Adobe Illustrator. It's rarely available. Not everybody really uses Rhino. So this is going to be a good one for you. So the first thing that we're going to do is look at the PDF that we have. So these are the PDFs that we're going to convert into AutoCAD files. Very straightforward and simple. Okay, so we're going to grab those PDF files. Let's say the number one right here. And we're going to drop it into Illustrator after we had already opened Illustrator. As you bring it in, it comes like this. And you can see that it is already a vector-based file. Everything is lines. It's not a JPEG, rasterized type of image. It's a vector file, okay? So that's it. You could simply go File, Export, Export As. You're going to have the option of exporting as an AutoCAD DWG file. Once you do that, you can name it if you want to rename it in any way, shape, or form. In this case, I'm going to drop it right in my desktop to make it easy. Although I do have the folder. So, you know what? Yeah, let's leave it right here. This is the project folder for that. I'm going to save it right in. Going to do its thing. It's going to ask to scale. I do not recommend people to scale things here on Illustrator because it's just simply not the software we use the most. It's not simply the most intuitive software for scaling things for construction. That's why we use AutoCAD and Revit and all of those others. So just disregard that. Sorry, disregard that. So after you have that, you're going to come into your folder. And you're going to see that you do have a DWG file. Here at Flow Design, we barely use AutoCAD. So I personally do not even have AutoCAD saved in my computer. But this is a DWG file, as you can see right here. All right, AutoCAD drawing. So now I'm going to come into my Revit file. And I'm going to open my Revit template for this particular project. So the Revit template's right here. The way I open templates is slightly different than many people. Oftentimes, people just double click on these. I don't do that. That's not really the way to do that because this is a Revit template versus a Revit project file. So you're going to go to New, Project, and you're going to browse for your template. I had already copied the path to where my template is. And I'm going to go here and open. Once you open that template right here, it's going to open as a project. And you're going to notice the difference once I save it. Now, I'm giving you way more than what you need because I'm trying to show you also how we do this here at Flow Design, how we use our templates, how we optimize the processes so that we can be more efficient. So this one's opening the template as a project now. Now, there's limitations between a project template and a Revit template and a project. So I'm not going to go into the details of that. So this is our Revit template, which I'm now going to save. And you see how you save and it asks you to save it with a name? Well, it's because it knows that it is a project that you have not saved. It's not a template. It's not going to try to overwrite the template. So I typically copy the project number, the project information here, and, put the date on it. I typically put the date on almost everything. So all files here for design begin with a project number, project name, and a date. Okay, and I do not like backups, so I always go back to options and make sure that I only have one backup. Then we already are inside our Revit folder. We're going to save that. Now we're saving it as a project, and the name up here is going to update. Instead of project 1, it's going to say project number 23, such and such and such, all of the details. So it's saving, putting all of that stuff in there. And once it's ready, then I'm going to import that CAD file into the folder, into the project actually. All right, so we're almost there, 100%. Beautiful. I am sorry that I do not have all of these items, all of these, the property bar and the browser available to you. I moved it right now. It's because we basically don't show everything on one screen. We have two screens here flow. So we're going to really go in, and this is a brand new garage we're gonna do. So whatever the plan is, I'm gonna pick the appropriate level and plan that we have. We have here as a starter's kit a set of existing, demolitions, and proposed, because most of our projects are rehab, active reuse, and renovations. But in this case, we're doing a new one. So you disregard all of that, and you're gonna say proposed ground floor plan. And it comes with a bunch of stuff that we already have. For instance, we come with like the new items within our template. That's something that we do every time we update our template. We show the new items, so you can disregard that too. But for now, all I need you to do is look at the insert that we're going to do of the CAD file. So it's going to be insert right here, and we're going to say import CAD. Okay, and then we're going to find the path where we saved that CAD file. Remember that path where we saved it before? Right here. I'm good about copying path and pasting path. It saves you so much time. Time equals money. Time, the more time we save, the more we make. The more we make, the more we pay. So that's something we do here. So that's why it's important to be efficient. So now I only clicked current view only. If you don't click current view only, it's gonna show it as a 3D element, basically a 2D element flying on space. But we do not want that. I like to keep it within the sheet, within the plan, within the view that I'm working on for that particular item. And then it's gonna come right in. It came right in. Sometimes you may not be able to see it. So if you have a hard time seeing it, just click on this zoom to fit button right here, and it will fit everything in. And you will see that it's right here. And you're like, wow, that looks horrible. It's because it comes with all these weird line weights and all these elements, and also comes at a size that's not really optimized. It's not really the size that we wanted it because we didn't scale it in Illustrator. So turn thin lines on, and it's gonna help you see better. And then you can grab any dimension. Ideally, one of the biggest ones, like this is 60, and you're going to select your file. Make sure that you unpin it. It comes in pinned by default. You're gonna use your scale tool. You're gonna say from this line is going to be 60 feet. Okay, and now you've brought your PDF file into Revit, ready to trace. On another video, I'll show you how to trace this rapid speed like Speedy Gonzalez. But for now, all I wanted you to know was how to bring a PDF into Revit and by converting it into a vector base with Illustrator. Hope this was helpful. Thank you.